Okay, I meant a backup quarterback. A backup quarterback. Ladies and gentlemen, please forgive me. It is the off season, and hey, dude, your boy needs them views. And what not better to drive views than to just go on ahead and just stir the pot a little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, trust me, you know that I am the biggest Josh Allen stan on the face of the planet. The only issue is that our backup, Bitcoin Barkley, Matt Barkley, is more than likely not going to be re-signed this year. He is a free agent, and we're having a conversation right now. Who is going to be the Buffalo Bills' backup quarterback? Is it Jake Fromm? Maybe not. Or are we bringing in somebody else? I decided to compile a list of about 3 quarterbacks that are currently free agents that would be pretty suitable backups in my opinion. And I did want to hear your thoughts, and I figured we should go through them together. If you're new here, my name is Dan Mitchell. I regularly put out Buffalo Bills and NFL type content. If that is your cup of tea, I highly recommend subscribing to this channel and smashing the ever-living out of that like button. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, ladies and gentlemen, I do need to give a giant shout out to today's sponsor, and that just so happens to be Amazon Music. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Bezos of Amazon, he's trying to take over the music industry, and he has enlisted Jaboy's help. That's right, me and probably tens of thousands of other influencers, but let me live my life. I have had a chance to experiment with this platform. It completely kicks Spotify and Apple Music out of the water. Completely over 79 million songs. It is an amazing experience. And what makes it even better is the fact that if you click my link in my description, www.getamazonmusic.com/DonMafia, then you get this for an entire month for free. The last video I was advertising this, I said 7 days. I misspoke. It's an entire month, okay? So do me a favor, click that link, sign up for your free month trial, and you will ultimately be supporting my channel as well. Would mean the absolute world to me. So yeah, Dumb Mafia, like I said, we have an interesting conversation of who our backup quarterback is going to be. And I've compiled a list of 3. And starting off, we might as well start off with a familiar face, and that is none other than Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ladies and gentlemen, I was very surprised that the Miami Dolphins this past year benched Ryan Fitzpatrick with how good he was doing within the first 4 to 5 weeks for the rookie. I mean, I totally understand that they want to, see what their first round draft pick was all about from the Miami Dolphins experience. But Ryan Fitzpatrick was absolutely balling. Now, we totally understand that dude, man, he's either Ryan Fitzmagic or he's Ryan Fitztragic. There's really no in between. He's either absolutely stellar or absolutely trash. But this guy, it probably will go down, in my opinion, as the best backup quarterback of all time. The only thing that worries me about Ryan Fitzpatrick is the fact that he seems to curse whatever team that he is the backup quarterback of. The starting quarterback gets injured, and then he ends up going in and completely balling. It seems to be the case for every team he's ever been a backup quarterback for since he's been with the Buffalo Bills. So that's why that I would be hesitant. But as far as finding like that veteran leadership, maybe somebody that can continue to help Josh mature, sort of show him like these different perspectives from an NFL quarterback, then I think Ryan Fitzpatrick would be a pretty solid fit as long as it made sense financially. But since he's getting up there in age, and let's say that he is even considering coming back and playing again, it would probably make sense, but who knows? Leave a comment and let me know what you think about Ryan Fitzmagic. Number 2 is probably going to have to be Scam Newton. Scam Newton, ladies and gentlemen, I would have to say. Now, I know last year I was not a fan of this. So many people were talking about, yo, Dan, we should see if we can bring Cam Newton in for a backup quarterback. And my reasoning behind saying no to that entire situation was because I was afraid that it would ruin Josh Allen's confidence. Bringing in a veteran who was proven to be able to play and sort of like screw up his mental, right? This year, I think Josh Allen's mental is about as polished as it possibly can. I mean, dude, man, ended up finishing second in the MVP voting. He had a tremendous year. And so with the Bills drafting Jake Fromm, lit a fire under his ass, pissed him off, and he just completely balled. Bringing in somebody like Cam Newton probably wouldn't piss him off, wouldn't affect his play whatsoever. So now it needs to come down to Cam Newton, right? Let's look at the positives. He's familiar with the coaching staff. He knows Sean McDermott. And so although that Sean McDermott coached on the opposite side of the ball that Cam played in Carolina, he's somewhat familiar in that perspective. Same with Brandon Beane. He is a mobile quarterback, which is good because our offense is built around a player like Josh Allen, and Cam Newton is very similar to Josh Allen, only an older version who has lost a step or two. We saw Cam Newton play in New England this past year. Was still pretty efficient, I'd say, at running the ball, but as far as a passer, you could tell that he was wildly inaccurate, and so you can see that those shoulder surgeries have not done him favors whatsoever. So while I think that this could be an intriguing pick, one thing that also worries me is the fact that Cam's ego is so huge that he believes that he should be a starting quarterback. He believes that there's no such thing as 32 other quarterbacks in the league that are better than him at this point. So I'm not sure that Cam would be able to accept a backup quarterback position, but say that that's the best that he can do. I guess I wouldn't mind having Cam on this team just for the fact that I could see that he could fit in with this offense, I think, the best. But who knows? Do me a favor, let me know what you think. Last, but certainly not least, Mitchell Trubisky. Yes, the former second overall pick for the Chicago Bears has mostly been a giant disappointment, right? I mean, the city of Chicago has completely thrown this guy on the side of the road for the past couple of years, and for perhaps good reason. Now, when you look at the Chicago Bears, they are known for having a tremendous defense, but their offense is absolutely a laughingstock. When you look at Mitchell Trubisky, here's how I see it. Dude man has never really had a single offensive weapon, maybe outside of Allen Robinson. And his run game was always terrible. His offensive line was middle of the pack. Yes, he ended up throwing some terrible duds, made some terrible decisions. Maybe he just wasn't developed appropriately under the Chicago Bears offense here. So here's how I'm looking at the Mitchell Trubisky situation. He is not going to be the starting quarterback for the Chicago Bears next year. In fact, I think that he is going to be released, and I think that he will be a free agent. I think that he is going to be a backup quarterback. He's going to follow a very similar direction to what Jameis Winston did, right? He ended up becoming a free agent from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He signed a backup position with the New Orleans Saints, and now he's most likely going to win a starting job next year with the Saints or with another team based off of his experience with New Orleans. I could see that being a similar path for Mitchell Trubisky. Now, if he were to come to the Bills, I could see us going on ahead and just signing him a one-year deal, having him as a backup, and just sort of being insurance. When I look at Mitchell Trubisky, yes, he was a laughingstock at Chicago, but when I look at him, is he better than Matt Barkley? For sure. Is he better than Jake Fromm? You better believe it. And would he be a cheap option for the Buffalo Bills? Absolutely. So when I look at Mitch Trubisky, I think that this could be a very intriguing topic. So we're just going to have to see how it all kind of plays out. Do me a favor, leave a comment. What do you think about Trubisky and all the other quarterbacks that I did mention? Dumb Mafia, thank you so much for tuning in to yet another edition of the Dumb Mafia Report. Make sure that you download that free trial of Amazon Music. That significantly helps out my channel, and so I can guarantee you that you are going to absolutely love the overall experience. Dumb Mafia, thank you for tuning in, and before I let you go, always remember, let's go Buffalo.